Welcome everyone. We have some latest official news from the developers finally, and this also includes a weekend stash sale. Yes. So the first thing and the most important thing about the hotfixes for the latest update of the dupes and also instant crashes. So over here, let's talk about the weekend stash sale after. So here we have a number of the tabs are opened. One of the biggest ones you can see over here is that you can no longer instance manager to create multiple copies of trial of the schedules. And this may be one of the ways people are duplicating those chests. Now, over here, this lady also covered this particular important dupe and things that was happened. And notice that she mentioned that people are actually abusing this and how people are actually abusing. You can see people talking about the dupes over here. So what we were saying in the previous video, the warnings is actually true. And yes, it is likely people are duping this. And finally, we have a hotfix, and this will fix the problem that people are oversupplying the market with those duplicated items. And you can see in her video, I actually had a look. It's a whole screenshot of those chests. It is everywhere. Now, what this might affect you is, notice over here, the supply was 260 or 270. Now people are actually buying up on those chest pieces. So I do want to warn you guys, you can see one chest is selling for 15 divine, other chests are selling for 40, 44, 45. It was selling for about 30 divines before this hotfix. And the reason people are buying this is they're worried the price will go up. At the same time, do be careful. The people who have duped those chest pieces are likely going to be banned, and even IP banned, software banned, hardware banned. But those items they've duped can potentially be deleted as well. So it is a gamble. If you are trying to buy a cheaper item, those can still be deleted because a majority of those cheaper items are coming from the duplications. And you can see in her video, there is a lot of duplications. So yes, this is a great news, and I'm really happy the developers, even though they are holidays in New Zealand, they're doing something and they're fixing this massive market crash. Now, as we keep going with the hotfix, you can see there are some hotfixes with Aftershock and also the characters completing campaign or skipping the campaign to the end game. I didn't actually know about this. That's actually pretty cool. And here we have one more hotfix. So here the fix number 4 with instant crash. A lot of my viewers has been telling me that instant crash is the way people will save and also reloading. And with instant crash, they were valving items, and if something went wrong, they just save and reload. And they were crafting rare items with omens. With instant crash, something goes wrong, they crash the instance and they save and reload. So this prints tons of perfect items, really crazy, they rolled unique items using the instant crash. And by the looks of it, this is also fixed. But be a little careful. Those items that was duplicated or created using instance crash can also be deleted because, the developers, we don't know how they will react to this because a lot of items were made during the instance crash together with the combination of multiple instances and also making those Uber chess pieces. Now over here, there's also a bug fix where certain rare monsters will actually respawn at the checkpoint after calling strike on them with lightning warp. I did not know that. We could have been farming beetles for this for days, right? So this is actually a pretty interesting discovery, and I'm glad the developers are also fixing similar bugs to avoid people from abusing those and also inflating the market with tons of exalt orbs and maybe even, crushing the market through excessive farming because of those bugs. So coming back to the official notes, if you guys are interested for the latest update of the information, you definitely should subscribe to the channel, and I'll have the links available for you guys. So should you want to look at your own update of the latest information, this will be available. So now that we covered the most important part, let's have a look at some of the other changes that was lately updated. So one of the changes is the coming update, and this was actually revealed in the previous patch notes. There's nothing major that we haven't seen before, and you can see everything that has been updated. It is pretty much similar to what we saw before. So I don't think there's anything major, but if I did miss something, let me know in the comments below. I'll have the link for this one for you guys if you haven't seen this. And at the same time, we have a weekend stash sale. Yes, let's come over to the weekend stash sale. So a lot of my friends are actually waiting for the weekend stash sale. I want to take a little bit time to talk about this because weekend stash sales, well, it supports the developers, and this gives them money to keep making the game better. Not only that, you can use the stashes for multiple ways of doing this. People are selling quartz stashes of rare items for gold. People are also buying stashes and also upgrading them. One of the ways and one of the cheapest ways of getting stash items was mentioned in the previous video. I'll have a link for you guys to have a look. You can save even more if you use the right combination to buy normal stash and then upgrading those into a premium stash. I do believe you save a little bit of coins if you know the combination. So there's a min and max even buying stash items. And here I do think currency stash is not bad. I don't think the essence stash is any good. So those are the three stashes I'm so-so. And the gem stash and also currency stash are something you definitely want to consider. Those are some of the biggest game changers and such a good quality of life if you look into those two. If you want premium stashes, have a look at my previous video, which I teach you guys how to do normal stash, upgrade to premium stash, and save a little more using the discount. Now over here, we do have some additional information together with the delay of support response. Now, a lot of players have been messaging me, messaging the developers about potential bugs and problems with the game. And it is understandable that even though we send support, I have sent a few support tickets myself because I got scammed or something wrong and my character got bugged for a while. So yes, so please do understand the developers are saying that there is a delay with the response of the supporting at the moment. And if you're emailing the developers or if you're posting bugs on and related problems discovered in the game, they will try to respond to you as quickly as they can. At the same time, you can be posting on the forum about related bugs and also problems. And this may also be a way to help other players. So you can see over here in this category, you can see the announcements, the patch notes, the feedbacks, and also things you can report on the game. And this will help you to understand the ongoing, the meta and also what is happening with the game for the latest update. And that should sum up for all the latest update of the latest developer information and also the biggest changes. So the two of the biggest changes is that people, by the looks of it, at least in this moment of time when that Lily is also showing this particular dupe concern. So those things are getting fixed. We're not sure if people will find other ways of kind of bugging this, but at the moment, the price of those chairs are going up. But should you buy this? Let me know in the comments, guys. See, this one's still selling for 33. So definitely something wrong with this one. But should we buy this? Because the risk versus reward. Let's briefly talk about this. If you get those chairs, it gets deleted, you will lose your currency. But if those chairs goes up triple in price, which restores to the normal price, which is around 150 divine, well, that is the trade-off. Do you want to get a discount that can potentially be deleted because they're coming from the duplicated instances, or do you want to wait for them to go to the normal price and wait to get a proper chest in the future? But the concern is the proper chest might also be duplicated and they're just selling for higher in the future because the people might be holding on to those items. So again, guys, I strongly recommend waiting for the upcoming patch notes that will be revealing what are the builds that will be nerfed, what are the builds that will be changing, and also what are the things that will be changed. If those items does get deleted, I will let you guys know as soon as we can, and the rest of the item that is remaining on the market should be the legitimate items. Then we can look into getting some of those end-game chase items, and this way we can feel much safer about this. Let me know in the comments, guys, what do you think? And I'd love to hear your feedbacks and also your thoughts on those items. Because 5 or 10 days ago, there's only 50 of those. And then a week ago, there's like 200. And then today is like 300 of those items. They were printing non-stop. And I'm really happy the developers are actually fixing this as quickly as they can. Now, before we finish, if you guys haven't subscribed, this is a really good time to do so because I'll be looking into the latest Path of Exile 2 news on different communities and also on our official forum, official webpage. I'll also be looking into the best build for each of the class as the meta develops with the Chinese and also the English community. So stay tuned for the latest update and also guides for Path of Exile 2. And of course, this is going to be a big month for us. And I'll try to bring you guys all of the latest content and also guides for Path of Exile 2 to come.